Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. As you see right here, we have a new World Heavyweight Champion. His name is Hangman Page. Hangman Page did the unthinkable, winning the World Championship. We'll hear from Hangman Page on this new journey, back being World Champion again, coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show, as well as a lot of matches that we're going to be seeing tonight. We're going to be seeing the prototype Kyle Fletcher taking on Master Ranta. Also, too, we'll hear from Toni Storm and her historic match, her victory speech. Toni Storm did the unthinkable this past Saturday, defeating Mercedes Moné and retaining her women's championship. We'll hear from Timeless Toni Storm coming up. Also, we'll hear from Edge, Adam Copeland, the Radar superstar. Adam Copeland made a surprise return to help out his friend Christian Cage. We'll hear from Adam Copeland and Christian Cage, especially Adam Copeland, on what he thinks about FTR and the payout tree and trying to get Christian back on track. And in the main event, we'll see the new world champion Hangman Page teaming up with Mark Briscoe and Powerhouse Hobbs, one half of the 3-6-man tag trios team, taking on the Death Riders, Moxley, Claudio, and on Yuta. All this and more as the Pro Wrestling Show gets started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kitty Dix here. Glad you can join us in the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. We get here on the Pro Wrestling Show. You see Hangman Page, the new world champion. We're going to get to him right now, immediately, right now. Hangman Page kicks off the show, and he kicks off with a bang. Thanking the fans, thanking everyone who supported him, who got him to this level, who got him to the point that he needs to get to, and he did so. Hangman Page is now the new world champion, defeated Moxley in that gruesome Texas death match, and it was a gruesome Texas death match. Hangman had to pull out all the stops in order to win the world championship. Hangman Page finally did it. Hangman had to do it to defeat Moxley over his reign of terror. And Hangman had the Avengers like Bryan Danielson, had Darby Allin, and Hangman emerging victorious, winning the world championship as he did. And Hangman Page now holds the gold as new AEW champion. Hangman wanted to thank everybody, and they got him to the point, got him to the level, and he truly do deserve it. And Hangman Page showing the testament of what he's going through. Good for Hangman. Kudos. Hangman will be in the main event a little bit later on in the show. Well, we'll talk about this right here. Hangman's former buddies, the Young Bucks, no longer having power. The Bucks now showing that they are kind of done. They can't have no power no more. They're just kind of delegated back to being wrestlers now, not wrestlers / executives. And now they're delegated. I think storyline wise, they're delegated to that. But the Young Bucks now experiencing how it feels to be back as, no wrestlers and stuff no more. Well, we kind of saw that even Ricochet and the House of forgot their name, the Path, the Agony, the Gal, something. I forgot their name. Khan and Talion. I think the Agony or something. The Gates of Agony or so. They was making fun of the Young Bucks, and the Young Bucks really did not appreciate that. They got de-relegated once again on back to being what they used to be and stuff. How that's going down for them. Well, the Bucks were in action. They defeated Team Jet Speed and others to get to this point, and they did. Showing that they had to work together to get back to where they was, but they're no longer now executives. They're just wrestlers again, but the Young Bucks didn't like that one bit. Young Bucks feeling like they kind of got derelegated as they did tonight, but the Young Bucks won their match along with the the Don Callis family. I think the Young Bucks kind of don't know, they're kind of feeling naked without power. And so they're gonna have to get used to it on TV, but on screen, they still got power. To just let you know. Well, we talk about this right here. MJF holding the contract for a world championship match. I'm still shocked that Lashley or Shelton Benjamin not trying to get in line to be a world champion. I know Lashley itching to be a world champion. Actually looks like he could be a world champion, but I guess he did relegated him and Shelton Benjamin. I think Shelton Benjamin will want to be a world champion too. I know they've been talking about it outside of um AEW. Sometimes they want, I know Shelton wanted to be WWE champion, but Lashley done it before he left WWE. Lashley became what, two-time WWE champion. Shelton Benjamin kind of probably might want to do so, but hey, there's scheme of things and stuff like that. But MJF won the contract, the gauntlet match, in order to get himself a shot down the road to be number one contender for a future AEW title match. Whenever he chooses, so you never know when the MJF is going to cash that in and stuff. So we'll see. Well, we see right here the prototype. Kyle Fletcher was in action. Kyle Fletcher did work to max out the road. It did so tonight by getting what he needed to get out of mascot, and Kyle Fletcher could be. I look at Kyle Fletcher, could be the next star AEW down the road. You never know with Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher could be a star. Kyle Fletcher being the prototype that he is and trying to show that he's more than that. Kyle Fletcher shaved his head, and so hey. Well, we get to this right here. Nick Wayne explaining his actions on why he did what he did. Him and Mother Wayne and the other people, got his name, on why they did what they did. But it was kind of telling that Christian got attacked from behind. Christian shouldn't saw that coming, and you saw how it was. Christian and Nick Wayne. Till Edge made the same. Edge came and saved Christian. Told Christian he needs to find himself. Don't know what he's talking about, find himself. I guess they want to redo the duo Edge and Christian. Well, speaking of Edge, the Radar superstar, Edge, better known Adam Copeland. I like to call him Edge. I'm so used to calling him Edge. I'm going to say Edge. I just don't stop. Edge came out there, and Edge sent a warning that he want FTR. Edge saying that he came back 5 years ago. Man, time flies so fast. To think about it, he did re-debut at the Royal Rumble. Edge came back and Edge saying that he wants to get FTR, but he got FTR's manager, Stokely Hathaway. FTR's manager just wasn't enough, and Edge did what he did to Stokely, speared him and let him out of land. So Edge doing what he did and stuff. And we saw how that went down and stuff. For Edge, how that was going to be for Edge and stuff like that. So Edge trying to send a message and stuff. Well, speaking of that, Mark Briscoe, rhyming nursery rhymes about Doug and saying about the B word. We're not gonna say it here on this network, this show. I mean, he said what he said, but you know what rhymes with which rhymes with the B word. So we'll let you elaborate with that. Mark Briscoe sent a message to MJF that he's not done with him. So Mark Briscoe want to get his hand on MJF the worst way that he know possible. Timeless Tony Storm, the women's world champion, made a rare appearance. Tony Storm made her appearance tonight, and Timeless Storm making it seem like that she's here. She defeated Mercedes Moné, and she's ready for her next challenge. She's been a fighting champion. I can say that right there by Tony Storm. Tony Storm has been a fighting champion. Now she looks over to get her hands on Adina. Adina now the longest reigning Ring of Honor Women's Champion. And now Venus Project Billy Starks gonna take on Tony Storm next week. I think this is gonna be a take episode of Dynamite. Tony Storm and Adina will come and we'll see that next week. Tony Storm versus Billy Starks. So looking forward to seeing that coming up. But Tony Storm looking ravishing as always, giving the crowd a round of applause and stuff. Well, speaking of that right here, we know that Willow Nightingale, Christina Thecla, and Queen Almada. Queen Almada giving Stephanie Victoria a run for her money with that now with the booty and stuff, a booty move. And she did so tonight, but we're not gonna show it here. But she giving Stephanie Victoria on Raw a run for her money and stuff, and she did so tonight. But we saw tonight that I think Tekla won her match tonight. Somebody won that match tonight. I think Tekla. And she's associating with what's her name as well. Sorry. Well, we saw this right here. Okada is now the unified champion. He's both the international and the continental champion. Okada did it by defeating Ken Omega to win the match for Okada. But also too, Swerve Strickland helped won his match with what's his name? Will Ospreay. Well, Swerve and Okada got in the ring face to face, and it was a face to face confrontation. Swerve won a shot at Okada's unified championship. I think that's coming down the road. We could see that coming soon between them. I don't be shot, no surprise. If it does happen that way, we're gonna see it. Swerve Strickland putting his ticket to go for the unified championship. So we'll see. But Okada ain't backing down one bit. You can tell you that right now. Well, we get to the main event. The main event was Hangman Page. Hangman Page teaming up. We can show that pit right here. Hangman Page teamed up with Mark Briscoe with Powerhouse Hobbs to take on the Death Riders. The winning team won. Hangman Page and his team won, but it was a shocking surprise. What is Darby Allin doing? What's Darby Allin got going on? What's he got in store? Who knows? We'll see what he's gonna do and how he's gonna do it coming around the corner. But we'll see. But hey, Darby Allin send a eerie message. We don't know what that eerie message could be, but we're gonna stay tuned to it coming up. Well, that is the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, I want to talk about the what's going on across the world amongst wrestling. We told you that Goldberg, if you watched Raw Ring Report, Goldberg had his last match against, and we talked about in the NXT report as well. Goldberg speared Charles Robinson had little broken ribs, but Goldberg's toughest critic was this man right here, Bret the Hitman Hart, who still won't let a 25-year grudge over Goldberg go. You think he'll let it go, but he don't want to let it go. The Hitman put it out there about him and Goldberg. The Goldberg's dangerous and he don't know what he's doing. I guess the Hitman letting it be known that he still doesn't like Goldberg. We get it, Bret. Well, speaking of that, Seth Rollins appeared on the Rich Eisen show today. Seth Rollins cleared the air about his injury, saying that he's out for a period of time. He didn't speculate and disclose when he was going to return to action. We know Seth Rollins was planning to meet Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, but those plans have changed. So Roman Reigns did return to Raw this past Monday, but we don't know if him and Seth Rollins will have their match coming up. We'll see. But Seth Rollins was open and honest about getting evaluated, and he did. So good for Seth Rollins clearing the air on that and letting folks know where he stands and stuff like that. Well, is Lola Vice dating Damian Priest? We saw Damian Priest appear on a New York daytime show. Damian Priest cleared the air, but he was being nonchalant about it. That he couldn't say what he wanted to say, but everybody know he dating her, so ain't no question about it. Boy, girl, come on, that's cool. I mean, they look a cute couple together. I tell you that. Well, speaking of this, we're hearing that AJ Styles may be coming to TNA, returning to TNA, the challenge for the TNA title that Trick Williams have. Could that be the truth? It could be the case, but AJ Styles appearing for TNA, sign me up. AJ Styles going back for a last for Raw on TNA. We can see that being that way, but hey, that's the question that everybody wants to know and everybody wants to have. So we'll see if they're going to be coming up. Also, too, we talk about this right here. Rhea Ripley. Lastly, Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky. A lot of people are saying it was considered one of the best WWE women's matches of all time. And this little women's wrestling database saying it was almost a 9.38. Man, they're ranking matches left and right. Maybe you have to wonder what Dave Meltzer is going to be reporting on this and what he's going to be thinking. But we know the match got turned into a triple threat match. So we saw that as well. So that's the case that we're seeing already. So Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, one of the best matches until they got Naomi inserted herself and thus made a triple threat match. Now they're gonna run it back at SummerSlam. Don't know what night. I'm thinking night 2 for this historic match. They might give the women the main event. You never know. For SummerSlam. So we'll see that probably night 1, the main event for night 1 for SummerSlam, or perhaps night 2 for the beginning. So we'll see how this is going to go. But what a phenomenal AEW Dynamite. We saw Hangman Page return as world champion with a great look for him, winning the World Heavyweight Championship back from Jon Moxley. Hangman Page did so tonight, as well as challenges that may be coming to Raw. Swerve and Okada. Edge wants his hands on FTR. MJF doing the same with the world title contract. So there's a lot going on. Toni Storm making her appearance as well. And what's Darby Allin going to be doing next? So that's the question that everybody wants to know and everybody needs to know. Well, we're going to leave you with Hangman Page winning back the World Heavyweight Championship. See what the Hangman era is going to do coming forward. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. We'll see you this Friday for the SmackDown Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show.